I heard you approaching, and then started talking with that guy, so I figured
Yeah.
I'd record that a little bit.
Oh,
Learn a lot about you, Vierling. Get your name in. Yep. Kind of new to day shift, I guess. So
sure.
you're not used to seeing people parked at the park at night, I'm sure.
No, so I just wanted to check your welfare, really.
Yeah, welfare is fine.
Okay.
I got no complaint. I was getting ready for the library, but I hear you pulling up, and I got a little nervous, so I just decided to sit in here. I'm sure you didn't plan on that guy walking up on you, so
No, I actually knew him from high school, so
yeah.
kind of shot the breeze with him for a little bit.
I'm gonna step out here.
Sure.
Let me just place this camera over.
So what are you doing?
I'm gonna go in the library, but it just opened. It opens at 10, and you pull up the second time, unless it was somebody else.
I've never pulled up. I drove past earlier.
Okay, then yeah. Well, I still hear it. I could still hear vehicles, and it's kind of rare people pass by. I've noticed. I mean, so you can tell I'm kind of new to the area.
Well, yeah, I haven't seen
So-
you, which is why I wanted to speak with you. Just
Yeah,
make sure
I mean,
everything's okay.
I felt like this is a little dangerous to have that kid check around my car, because I mean I noticed that.
Oh yeah,
These
that's
on here.
he kind of came over here, so I'm like,
He was like being a cop himself, trying to let himself in.
well, no, but I mean, I wasn't gonna let myself in. If you didn't respond, I would have.
Yeah, I would have been out the library. If you waited maybe till 10, 15, 10, 20,
Sure.
I would have been inside the library. You'd been knocking on,
Well, if you didn't answer, then I would have.
or let it go.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean.
Yeah,
I'm
well,
not here
I
to-
like to answer when I'm in here, but I get nervous because I cover up these when it's hot and sunny. Usually, I anticipated it to be hot and sunny.
It's gonna be hot and sunny.
15% chance of rain throughout the whole day, and then we got the wildfire smokes. I'm sure you smell that, the smoke from
Yeah.
And for the first week or so, it was like ozone. And then they finally, made it more clear why this is such a problem.
Yeah.
I've been coughing and sneezing.
Probably from the smoke.
Yeah, it's been rough.
Yeah.
And I'm coming up north. I was in La Crosse, and you guys talked about the homeless issues. I see they're hanging around Cameron Park or
Yep.
whatever it's. Yeah, I seen the activity a little bit.
Yeah.
I didn't spend too much time there.
Yeah.
But it's not as bad as some places.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, I mean, your car kind of sticks out like a sore thumb because in Holmen, you probably heard me talking. We don't have a lot of the homeless population or anything like that.
No.
So.
And I noticed some cars are similar to mine in a way, little junky looking. So
Yeah, you can go ahead. What was your name?
and you don't have a blue line flag. Oh, that's interesting. That's quite a fashion statement there. It's all art to me, but I mean, some people get offended by art. So
Sure.
yeah, I'm the owner of my car. So
Okay, Jeremy.
nope, it's not Jeremy.
Oh, okay. I thought that's what.
Yeah, okay. I was talking over.
Yeah. What was
No.
your name then?
Well, okay. You want? I got your last name, so Vierling. Let me just spell it out loud. I'm at 33. Okay, Vierling, Ling. All right, and my last name's Hines.
Okay.
You heard that? So, yeah, I'm the owner of my car.
Okay.
Yeah. I only keep the front windows covered. Right now, these are always covered.
Gotcha.
And you probably can't tell, but it's kind of an open window there.
Oh.
So
Gotcha.
I gotta get the air. It's for airflow, keep the gnats out, keep the sun out.
That makes sense.
And then this is kind of an experiment here. I'm trying to block the sun. These are I use them for exercise. There's different things I use them for, but I've been experimenting with just trying to block that sun a little bit.
Yeah.
While I'm sitting inside. It's kind of nice to have.
Well, what do you do with them if you're driving?
Well, they're in there. They fit. They all fit in there.
Oh, inside?
Yeah,
Gotcha.
yeah. That's the thing. I mean, somebody steals them. I mean, I found them in the woods. So
Sure.
it's no problem.
Yeah, I was gonna say if you're gonna drive with them on, you might want to strap them down.
With them on top?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that'd be interesting.
Yeah, they'd probably be
No,
flying all over the roadway.
yeah, I can't do that.
Yeah.
I fit them inside, yeah, just enough, yeah, for what I need. So,
Sure. Quickly, what was your first name?
oh well, let's exchange some information, I guess.
Sure.
Um, you start with a B, so
Yep, Brendan.
Brendan.
Yep.
Okay, all right, Travis. Yeah, you've been on the force for 12. You've been in Holmen for 12 years.
Yep.
Mostly, I guess, mostly night shift or something. So that's
Yep.
you know the difference. You probably notice difference between night shift and day shift. I'm sure.
Yep.
And that I mean, if you pulled up to me like this at night, it would be much less likely for somebody to walk up on you to start having a conversation for a half hour.
Oh yeah.
You know, that's.
But I don't mind it.
No, there's a difference there. There's more eyes watching you on a day shift. You're considered kind of the political shift. All right, you have to keep up a more of a political, like a PC,
Right.
political commentary or whatever that's called.
Or PC, yeah.
Yeah, you want to you use that more.
Sure.
There's less things you can get away with like you can at night.
Right.
Whatever you're doing, maybe I don't know, just hanging out in different areas. You're not going to get people walking up on you like this.
Yeah.
Fine example too.
Right.
I've never seen that happen before.
Oh no.
For you guys and for him to just talking about transgender and stuff, you guys had a nice range of conversation going on.
Yeah.
And I mean, I don't think this thing could pick it up that well when I was recording because I told you the windows open so I could hear.
Sure.
But it's we'll see. I mean, I don't want it to seem like it's some kind of what's the law about recording conversations? This is unusual. I want to share it on the internet, but man, it's just like you pulled up to me and it's to start having a conversation, and you've been having a conversation for a long time, clearly, because your AC is leaking into the side, sidewalk area.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm pretty much just sitting here listening, and that's the advantage in a way to sit here with windows covered and the window open too. Window covered with a screen and open. I can hear all around. I mean, sometimes birds will perch like almost on top of my car, and they're screaming in my ear practically. They don't know I'm there.
Sure. Yeah.
You know?
I can understand that.
It's really kind of a safari type of thing for me. I call it, and you probably taken some sociological courses. I mean, did you do a 4-year degree for your?
Yep. A long time ago.
Yeah, I would call it like doing an ethnography. You ever hear of ethnography? No? Okay. You go somewhere, sit and listen, watch, take notes of what's happening around you. And I enjoy doing that.
Sure.
This is unusual once again. But I enjoy doing that, just going to different places and sitting, hanging out. I mean, I plan on being here for much of the day. I want to hang out at the library and type on my computers,
Sure.
upload this video. But I do a kind of an ethnography in a way.
Okay.
And there's unique situations. I like to go remote places, and this is considered remote. I would say the way you describe it and stuff, doesn't sound like much is happening for crime or activity.
That's the allure in Holmen.
Yeah, and then you got a small police station. So yeah, I find some interesting situations in kind of remote places.
Sure.
People spread out.
Sure.
What's
this?
What's that? Oh, that's just a driving channel.
Oh.
I like to record as I'm driving.
Gotcha.
So I record from La Crosse up to here, just everywhere.
Yeah.
I have several cameras I have running on the sides and out front.
Sure.
I use the 360 for that. That's a 360.
Oh.
Yeah, and that's a 360 too, of course. Just to capture everything.
Sure.
It takes a little time to edit. The longer the video, the longer it takes to edit. But I like to try to capture interesting things. It doesn't get a lot of views.
You don't have that big of a following?
No, I'm small.
Yeah.
It just pays for gas a little bit. I'm not trying to.
Oh, you're monetized?
Yep. This is, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm not trying to make a lot of money. I don't have a family like you. I heard you have one kid on the way. And a couple twins. That's great.
Yeah.
These are in this conversation. That's great. You know, this when you guys approach me like this, because I mean, I've had cameras ready, and you kind of, I mean, you gave me 30 minutes to prepare. Um, but a lot of cops have stopped and talked to me, and I've never learned the types of things about you or any other cops backgrounds. Almost you practically said where you lived. Um, I think that you said it kind of faint though. I don't think that'll pick up on my audio. But I mean, you shared a lot of personal information that I wouldn't, in this type of stop, you wouldn't share that with me.
Well,
You
that's
share,
the point. That was a quasi personal conversation.
yeah, and you had a very close interaction to me, and it's like I could hear it, but I mean there were faint talking, and I find it interesting, how does that work legally? It's not like I bugged you, but I mean you decided to pull up and have a conversation that I could record, because I was anticipating you to come, at me a lot sooner, and I wasn't in any rush to just jump out of my car when you were here. I don't like to do that. I'll just, when you're going to make an appearance, if you're going to present yourself in a way like you're going to approach my car, I'm not going to jump out. I'm just going to let you pull,
Nope.
knock on the door, and then I'll answer. And you can hear me clearly through the open window.
Yep. No,
So-
I appreciate that, but do what you will with the video. I mean,
Yeah. Oh, you say it's okay. Because, I mean, there's a one party, two party, whatever.
yeah.
It's not on a phone line or anything. There's nothing. There's no spying going. I'm not trying to spy.
No,
I'm
I
making
mean,
this as obvious as I can.
yeah. I mean,
I guess I could have, while you pulled up, I guess I could have had something, previous. Maybe instead of Daily Roamer saying cameras in use, something.
Yeah.
I don't know if that would have changed your conversation in any way, but
well, I mean, I just ask you to use your.
you need warnings on these conversations, or
I mean, I would say that the general public is not usually filmed or recorded.
no, it's free. It's First Amendment stuff. You watch. You ever
I'm
hear?
not disagreeing.
You ever hear of First Amendment audits?
No,
Oh, it's kind of a new topic. You've been here on the force 12 years. You don't do the YouTube thing,
no.
right? Okay. Yeah, there's a little movement, like a social movement. So, sociology, they study this.
Sure.
Social movement called the First Amendment audit. And some of these people do a little different stuff. I don't go to the police station, city hall with my camera and, wait for action.
Yeah.
People
Like
get
antagonized.
well, antagonizing by having cameras.
Right.
That's the antagonizing.
No, I've seen those.
I was
videos.
Oh, you're familiar? They call it the First Amendment audit.
Yeah.
Hey, is that you said
I've
that?
seen the videos where they're trying to get a reaction from the police and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, there's a label. There's a label to that.
Not true.
They're the First our freedom of speech, freedom of the press. The cops will ask, "What's your credentials?" Where are your credentials to record? It's like credentials are the First Amendment, and they say, "Well, no, they call the cops." Yeah, you may have heard some of the channels like Long Island Audits or Amagansett Press. These guys will go around and record buildings, and it sounds like they are targeted to places that are a little bit more corrupt. The places that police stations that have actual sign that says no recording in the police station. They really like those because that they know that they're going to get a bigger reaction from the police.
Sure.
And for what? I mean, it's they make up a policy for in their building, but
Yeah.
I mean, it is pushing the limits of our freedoms.
Right.
All right. I'm sure you're a guy who respects our constitutional freedoms, right?
Well, yeah. I
First-
mean, that's what part of the job is to uphold the Constitution.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm free to trade information with you, and you seem to be just willing to do the exchange. But I mean, I could assert my Fourth Amendment rights. I could say, I have freedom to be secure in my papers, and
Well, it'd be your Fifth Amendment too.
for the Fifth, I could plead the Fifth on the stand. But for the Fifth, that's the angle I'm taking. I'm like, if you want my information, I would like to also equally exchange information with you. In the Fifth Amendment, it's if the government seizes some of your property, you're supposed to be rewarded in an equal amounts in compensation, and that's what I kind of focus on. But I could, yeah, do the stick with the Fourth Amendment, just say, hey, I I don't consent to any searches or seizures, any information you want to possibly use against me if you want to charge me with a crime.
No, there's no crime. There's just a consensual contact. I was just gonna, pretty much check your welfare and ask if everything was all right. Haven't seen you in the area.
Yeah, and you won't, and
Be about my day.
yeah, you'll
Pretty low key.
yeah, you don't see people really parked here much. It seems like a quiet place. I mean, I walked around a little bit.
Well, there's not a lot of businesses. It's a bedroom community.
Bedroom,
A
okay,
lot of people live here.
okay,
Not a lot of businesses. So
yeah, yeah. There's not a lot of graffiti. I mean, bathrooms stay unlocked. I mean, those are good signs to me.
they lock in.
Oh, the police probably lock them too.
No, they're automatic.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, as far as what I've seen so far, I think this library might be new in the last maybe 5 years or so, but I mean,
Yeah.
um, yeah.
You're from Washington?
Well, I've been traveling. I don't come straight from Washington. I've been on the road for over 10 years. So I've been up and down and the whole west half of the country.
What brings you over here?
I mean, I was born in Rice Lake, Rice Lake.
Yep.
Yeah. But I mean, I've been up and down a lot of down, Louisiana, I'm going to go up to the middle finger of Wisconsin, just check it out.
Sure.
But I mean, I guess I made a straight shot to Washington, and then from there it's been every state, just up and down during with the climate. As it gets warmer, I go north. As it gets colder, I go south. So
Yeah, that makes sense.
I'm just being a lazy bum, making small trips. And with this homeless population,
I'm sure
it looks bad, but it's worse. Yeah, it's worse on the coast for sure.
How long did you spend on the coast?
LaCrosse, oh, just a day.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, like probably heard with him that it was pretty bad.
Hey,
They
okay.
took over
Yeah,
a whole park.
I saw the parks are closed.
Yep,
And
they
they were-
took over like a whole park where they built shelters,
Okay,
like
yeah. Hey,
like
no,
legit shelters.
yeah, it's really strange. 'Cause no southern cities no cities south of here have any significant homeless populations. Along the Mississippi River, there's nothing. Then they're crumbling cities on the Mississippi River. Cities with red brick buildings falling in, closed, boarded up. Yet there's something with homelessness. There's like maybe a preference to group up, possibly. I mean, we're so far north. I don't know how they deal with the winter time, and I think that this weather has a tendency to kill more homeless people than on the coast. People could just pass out, get drugged up, pass out.
Which is kind of mind-boggling. Yeah,
Yeah, you got a concentration here that's unusual for around the area, for at least south of here. I'm still looking. I'm going north and I'm looking. It's unusual to me. I don't know how that happens, but it happens. It could be the policies of the city, how they treat people, the resources available.
yeah.
There's nice cities and bad cities. I'll say it's kind of a strange way to describe this, but I read the Lewis and Clark diaries, and it was like they talked about every other Indian village was like there's a good one and then there's a bad one, a good one and a bad one. The Indians would try to steal from them in one Indian village, and then the next Indian village they're giving them free food or something. Don't just being very generous. And it seems like a lot like that now, even today.
Sure.
With the cities. There's just there's this high, like say a high population of homeless, or just really generous or quiet city, or then the next city over is just this overrun with crime or something. It's the people make it up a lot of difference in how the culture. So it's just culture from one city to the next can be very different.
Yep,
And
I agree.
yeah, it's hard for me to really define it clearly to understand, how to. I can't predict which city will be a nice city, the best city to go. I didn't know what to expect here. I take a chance. I just jump over there and just, I can look on Google Maps and say, oh, the structure looks nice, but I mean, I don't find out until I actually
Right.
get in the area. It seems okay so far, and you're on top of me. I mean, so you guys stay on top of things, and you're not demanding my ID. So you're being assertive enough, but not too much that I'm on my way to jail already, type of thing. And I've had that. It's kind of rare that a cop will just go straight to handcuffs, and I've been there. Some cops, they don't even want to give their first name, and if
It's all public records. You can just go on the
Well,
website and see it.
yeah, I can go to the police station. Yeah, that's the thing about me. I'm willing to exchange information here on the spot because this is the best way to get the information as far as I know. Try to get it later, filling out the paperwork just for your first name, go to the police station, fill out a paperwork just to get one little piece of information.
Yeah.
It just, some cops will push me to do that. So I appreciate, you.
I got nothing to hide.
Well, that's you. Yeah, you're an individual. You're all trained the same, but you still have individuality involved in your profession as well. But I mean, it's like, some cops, they want to just step back and say, that's not me. For some instances, but it's like, you guys still wear the same uniform and you have the same training. There's a lot of similarities going on, but you also have individuality too. There's
all humans, all people, different.
Yeah.
Everyone's different, but I won't take up too much more of your time.
Yeah.
Make sure that everything's all right. And,
Yeah, I have no complaints. There's just this stands out. And did you get a call or you just showing up?
I just came across it.
Because maybe somebody might have called. Yeah, this would be something people would call, I think.
Correct.
And I'm not looking for that, but I mean,
Well, you're not causing problems. You're not causing issue. If you were causing issues, if you're,
yeah, what can you do?
I mean,
Stay after curfew, I'm sure.
yeah, all the parks have curfew, but if you were doing something, obviously illegal, then we would have a different conversation. But you're
Yeah,
not doing anything illegal.
I didn't interact with anybody, so
No,
I just
so
yeah.
just enjoying the day.
So yeah, you're aware. Yeah, and I said I'm gonna be here today, so maybe tomorrow. I don't know. I might want to fall back to the Walmart and then come back here. I'm not sure. I'm not in a rush to go north. I would like this smoke to clear.
Yeah.
From this Canadian fire that's going on.
Nice to have some rain today.
Yeah, that would yeah, in Canada or something. Something to clear this terrible air. It's just really it's making it. I mean, I think New York's got it worse. I feel it from what I've seen on the map. It's showing a swirling of clouds and showing a bigger concentration in the East Coast area.
Okay. I haven't looked into it.
Yeah, it's not an immediate emergency, and it's not something you can respond to.
No.
It's just something we have to deal with.
Yeah.
So,
All right. Do you have any questions or anything?
no,
Okay.
no, I'm good.
All right, man.
So,
Take care. Okay.
all right, yep. Have a good one.